Ron, what's up with them beats?
I'm a trader. My name's Wally. The channel is going to be called Wally Profit, where I basically talk specifically about the stock market, investing in the stock market, entrepreneurship, and just the daily grind and the daily habits you got to get to, because this entrepreneurship grind is definitely, it's not easy. I've been through a lot of failures, a lot of ups and downs, and I just want to share that journey with you guys, because Gary Vaynerchuk always says it's always the best part is to document the journey. So I want to document the journey of me becoming a successful person, because I will be a successful person one day. So I just want to keep that in mind and keep it real with you guys. I live in Denver. I'm 21. What else? I just started trading the stock market about a year ago. Especially, and also I was trading Forex too. And Forex, I lost so much money because my dumbass just went crazy on leverage. Like, if you guys know, I was like trading one lots with like $200 accounts, 1,001 leverage, like ridiculous numbers. And you obviously know that went nowhere. Like, I would double my account in like 10 minutes trading, and it's like ridiculous. And I would just do that. But overall, it took me a while to learn what risk management and like how useful it is, because it's definitely super important when it comes down to trading. Like, risk management is everything. Like, how long you stay in the game is how long you'll make it. So if you're slacking on that risk management, I'm gonna go ham on those videos and just shove it down your guys' throats how important risk management is, and knowing exactly where to exit and where to enter, or knowing exactly where you're gonna exit and where your stop loss is super important. You gotta play that defensive game where you know exactly where you're gonna enter. So if the trade doesn't go according to plan, you can just cut losses. So you know exactly where, before you even take a position, you know how much you're gonna make and how much you're gonna lose. So having that is like a peace of mind kind of thing, where you don't get lost in like, what's going on, man? Like, it's not going up, it's not going up. Just stick to your plan. You had a plan. If it failed, you cut losses. If it's going your way, right where you said it was gonna exit, you could change it, and you know what I mean. But like I said, it's super important. Risk management is key. Understanding that. I'm gonna do a lot of videos on that, so keep that for updates. Overall, I'm a day trader, so I trade specifically intraday. I don't do much swing trading, if at any. But the broker I'm using is Ustocktrade, because you guys know I'm going to be under the PDT rule, and that evil ass PDT rule where you can only trade 3 times a week, basically. So for every 5 days, you can only do 3 round trips of trading, which sucks so much because you can't really trade at all. Like, you're gonna only, like, let's say you're only growing at 1% at $1,000. All you're gonna be making is $10 a day, which is $30, and that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for massive gainers, but also we want to have that risk management with that understanding of not over trading. So once I feel like I made enough profit to where I'm happy for the day, then I'll exit. There's no point of more trading where I could risk losing the gains I potentially had. Or if I lost money and trying to like revenge trade and try to get that money back, that's definitely not a good look either. So keeping that in mind is super key. So overall, the markets, I trade specifically ETFs mostly. I don't dabble much into penny stocks. Penny stocks just aren't my thing, because honestly, I don't like how they move. They move way too fast, and they're kind of unpredictable. And it's a lot of manipulation, a lot of pump and dump. Specifically, this one stock, BBTH. If you guys seen that, a couple days ago, it jumped up like, it went crazy, like 3,000%. Just ridiculous numbers right here. As you can see right here, what we got. See, look at that, 500% almost. So just look at that, and then it just goes back down. So it's definitely not my cup of tea, because you could definitely blow your account in any second. But also, I know there's people who are killing it, making a killing on these penny stocks, and definitely a salute to you guys. Keep it up, because that's just not my thing. So I'm gonna stick with ETFs. And if you guys don't know what exactly ETFs are, I don't know why I typed in ETF, but ETFs are exchange traded funds, which is like a mix of like the stocks. So basically, this is LabU right here, and LabU is the biotech market overall. So these are all the biotech stocks combined, and this is how the market is doing. So as you can see, since Thursday, the market for biotech stocks have gone up. And the cool thing about ETFs, there's usually an inverse for them. So Lab U is the bearish, and then Lab D is the inverse of it. So as you can see now, it's exactly the opposite. So a lot of people who like to short, you don't have to short in here. You could just you could straight up just buy the inverse, which is exactly the same as shorting the market. So that's super dope about ETFs. So overall, I like them. They work for me. If they don't work for you, it's all good. I might talk about penny stocks, but just no, not as much. I'm gonna be focused on growing my account, keeping it consistent. Cause if you're not consistent and you're like, you have that thousand, like let's say I make 300 a day, right? And then the next day I lose 500, right? And the next day I make 100, and the next day I lose 200, right? I'm making big gains, but I'm also making big losses. So I want to make sure I'm growing consistently, where I could probably be profitable 4 days of the week and then have one loss. And that loss is like the most important day, because I learned so much from that loss. Like if I were to make money every single day, that would suck. Especially, I mean, it would be good, it would be amazing, but later on when I have like more capital and then I stick to like, I mean, looking at it that way, I would say, honestly, I don't know, because if you're trading so much and you're just winning, you might have that mindset where like, oh, I'm so good, and then you just do a crazy big trade, and then you don't stick to your plan because you think it's gonna go up, and then eventually you could just blow up your account. Because I've done that so many times in Forex. It's definitely not a fun thing to do. It sucks so much when you blow up your account, because you think, especially when you're making money and then you blow it up, and it's just like, you don't know like what you did wrong, and you're just like so pissed off. So I learned a lot from that. So I'm super blessed to understand it. And it's kind of tough. A lot of people tell you risk management, but you never want to listen. But honestly, risk management is everything. And if you don't want to learn it, you'll know what it is when you eventually blow up your account or something else. So keep that in mind. I'll be posting mostly on Instagram and here. I want to grow a personal brand and teach guys basically the stock market, because there's a lot of sketchy people who talk about the stock market, and like they try to fuck with you and say a whole bunch of BS. So keep that in mind. I want to keep it real with you guys, and that's the whole point of this channel, because it's 2019 and I want to secure this bag. Honestly, y'all know this. You're in this channel to make some money, right? You're not in here to learn about the stock market. I mean, you are, but the end goal is to make that bread. So let's do it together. Let's grow. Let's help each other. So that's why in the comment section I want to see you guys just throwing some love. Your tips, how much you made today. What you did wrong, if you lost money, and how you could potentially do better. So overall, Wally Profit, secured a bag 19. Take it easy, guys. True blessing for you guys to be here. Thank you so much, and peace deuces.
Hey Zoran, what's up with them beats?